Hello, hello.
Hello.
We're finally here with Terra Nullius.
We're
And
out
one
there.
of
Quarantine
the
of it.
weirdest sounds I've
Quarantine
ever heard.
edition.
Yeah. If you're watching this 20 years from now, obviously when Terra Nullius gets super popular, this was during the great coronavirus outbreak of 2020. We're all still fine, but the rest of the campaign, I'm sure you'll be able to tell whether or not one of us dies from it. So
That's
just keep watching, I
morbid.
guess.
Yeah,
We'll probably.
okay, I'm taking this on now.
And then Darius came down with dysentery.
mean,
No!
If it's
technically-
anyone, it would be me.
Very true. Very true.
It's been nice knowing everyone. Just
Hopefully
make
it's
sure
nobody.
Raya ends with Cebu.
Yeah, that's fair. Which Cebu though?
There's an option.
Oh
That's
my
the real
gosh.
question.
Anyway, we are here
Both,
with
if possible.
Terra Nullius.
Oh my gosh.
Wait.
Let's backpedal that a little
Let's
bit.
I'm
ignore that.
uncomfortable
didn't
by
say
that
it.
Yeah, me
statement.
too.
I didn't say at the same time. She starts with the one she has now, loses
we-
him, and
Let's
gets
just
a real
get-
Cebu.
Let's nip this in the bud.
That does seem story appropriate that would happen, but it also seems sad for Raya. But
I'm
uh,
okay.
If
So
other,
what's gonna happen is she's gonna fall in love with this Cebu, and then that Cebu's gonna die, and then she's gonna get real Cebu back, and then she's gonna realize she doesn't like real Cebu as much as she likes the other Cebu that she won't be able to be with.
if
That would be
other
very
Cebu
ironic.
gets to come back, then Toity needs to come back.
I have to send you something now, Seth.
Oh,
You know
no.
who can't come back though? Is Miggy.
Darius and
True.
Mickey and
True.
Toity.
True.
Mesnin!
Yum
Yum
Chakab.
Chakab.
The first step.
People who killed him are like, oh, I can't. Whatever. I'm not going to get into it.
Anyway, let's go ahead and get into character goals and then start.
Oh right,
today's
goals.
session.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tepin, what are your goals?
Get revenge on the Seven Serpents, protect Raya, and find a new shiny toy.
Mm-hmm. Raya.
Kill Maziol. Figure out what Clement is. And fall in love with new Cebu.
Jordan, that's amazing.
I missed it. What happened?
Jordan, say it out loud. Say it out loud.
I will get killed.
Oh, but it's so
By who?
funny.
Well, Darius would certainly die from a boulder, and then all the three of you would kill me.
I think
especially
it's
Emily.
Back to life.
hilarious.
Especially Emily. Okay. You gonna say it or no?
I'll say it.
Do it.
I'm warning you all, though. I said, if Cebu breaks Raya's heart, does her heart get a Cebu boo? Exactly.
No, Sabu. Say boo.
We've already made that joke.
Yeah,
That's a good one, Jordan. I love it.
Ari, please save it.
Oh, my turn. Okay.
Yep.
My goals are protect those that I love, come to a
Mhm.
decision with what I want with Samuel, and figure out how to redeem things in the soul realm.
Mm-hmm.
Because I
Cool.
did that by accident last session, and I want
Mhm.
to figure out how to do it for other things.
Mm-hmm. Darius.
We got bright.
I haven't figured out what's different with Clement yet, have I?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
You kind of figured out a little bit.
Also, I think we're about to have a big conversation about it.
Yep.
Yeah. Figure out what's different with Clement, atone, and put an end to the death apocalypse.
Cool. Cool. All right. I'm gonna cheat his cheese it briefly. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's good.
Really building that tension.
Mm-hmm. So we pick up with today's episode, still January 25th, 1493. And you guys have just yeeted yourselves out of the the void realm, the soul realm, the beyond, the there, whatever you want to call it.
Kansas.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Hey, wait a second. Wait, what?
No. This is Kansas. When you went there, you weren't in Kansas anymore. Anyway, that had no right to be that funny, Seth.
Am I in Kansas or not? Ah!
So we pick up and we see the whole group of you in the village, right? In the village that had all the voidlings, the weird floating things,
Things you
tentacles.
killed?
Yeah, the things you got rid of. And we see Ix repair, right? The rend in space. Fold it back up. And then it's time to have a conversation with Clement about who the heck he is, what the heck he is, what's going on. And yeah, as your curses are all lifted from being in the weird soul realm, Clement turns to you all and then says, I believe that it is time that we part ways.
Oh, let's just kill him right now. Right now.
Wait, what?
Clement, that's honestly funny. I think you have to explain a little bit first before we'll allow you to leave. And I would like to make an intimidation check.
Okay, sure.
Can we help her with this one?
Yeah, I mean,
assist?
you guys can help. Someone else say something.
I just
how
want
about instead of saying something, I just take out my my mace thing and just like hold it up to his neck.
And I was gonna say, like, I summon my sword.
I don't know if you're all that close together. Like he would make sure he's not surrounded. By
Okay,
you.
then I take out silence and I point it at him.
Yeah.
And I summon pull my sword out of midair.
Yeah, you can roll with advantage, right?
Okay, so it's a straight roll because I still have a point of exhaustion. I'm not good at intimidation. I just needed to go ahead and get my roll out there to get my XP.
I mean,
Whoa, it's a 7 because I accidentally rolled it twice.
Yeah.
Dang.
Mm-hmm.
I
So-
could have done the intimidation and it probably would have been better, but that
Right, but
works.
Rai has a goal about it.
Oh yeah, no, never mind. That's true.
I just wanted to try and do that.
I mean,
know.
technically, you have a goal about it too, Darius. But
Also, Raya did find it laughable and did want to say, we're not going to let you leave. So,
yeah, so I think he looks at you and he says, he smirks slightly and says, "What happened to letting bygones be big bygones, traveling together and not interfering with one another? I will not interfere with any of you. I have my own mission, my own task, and I believe that it may be time to leave you to yours."
And Darius chimes in. So, what is your path?
To find something wonderful, Darius. A relic. I'm working for crap, what's his name?
You don't even know who you're
The-
working for. This is
The
not
guy,
a good.
the Faustino Diaz.
Faustina, yeah.
Yeah. I work for Faustino Diaz after all, and I have a mission given by him. I believe that I am best suited right now to carry out this mission separately from you. And Samuel and Zabu, of course, can continue helping you. And I will leave.
Okay, pause.
There doesn't have to be anything more than that.
Pause. First off,
Mhm.
how far is he from me?
Let's bring up the map.
I had an idea too.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna say this is probably gonna turn into a combat real quick
It
here.
certainly might.
Which is
That's
not
fine.
going to be great.
I mean, I already have an idea of what I could do, to be honest.
I can turn invisible.
And how is that going to help?
Get behind him. Make sure he can't leave.
I already have a way that he can't leave.
Guys, just
Oh.
give me a sec. I have
Okay.
an idea. I just need to know, space-wise, where he at. Where I at. Bless you.
Bless
Bless you.
Thanks.
Oh, that's right. I'm really low on health. I forgot about that.
Mm-hmm.
Did we fix that, right? We said it was gonna
No,
be. No, we said it would go away once we left.
we're having we're having this conversation, and then we can take a long rest, and then you can
Yeah.
heal up.
Oh,
But
I'm
we
not.
haven't.
Yeah, I'm not saying I'm healed. I'm just saying
Yeah.
the thing that kept me from getting healed.
Yes.
Is
You
gone.
can get healed now. Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's about the layout here, like this.
I think I would have moved closer to him, like talk. If I'm trying to intimidate him,
Yeah.
I would have like
Yeah. And,
gotten closer.
I think I'm
to
close
at least, like,
to
there.
Ix.
Yeah. I think he would try to keep at least 5 feet of distance
Okay.
from you guys at this point, but
I mean, I feel like if I'm like trying to intimidate him, I would have like walked up and been like,
Yeah. Mhm.
You can't leave. Or
Okay.
my name's not Raya.
I've killed so many allies. You have no idea, Clement. Yeah. So that's what he says, and you fail the intimidation. So he's.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, just give me.
I do. Can I go invisible?
Yeah. You have like a ring that can. Or you have a spell or
It's
something?
just a spell.
Yeah. I feel like if you did that, then things would happen. So
Okay,
if
what?
you're gonna do that, yeah.
Okay, wait. Okay, so would it be? Oh, so it might not be advantageous to go invisible then. That's a good point, actually.
Because he's gonna feel threatened by that. So
That's very true. I might just prepare a spell. I just prepare to cast suggestion if he tries to run.
sure.
Man, I really just want to like. I wish I had message right now to like talk to Ix and be like, do we let him go?
Yeah.
Because as much as I know about him, Ari doesn't know everything. She knows that he's weird and that he's probably not super great, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, I'm trying to decide if Ari would actually like try to kill him right now or not, based on the information that she has. I'm trying to like, cipher through
Again,
that.
he's just being like, I'm not gonna get in your guys' way. I'm just gonna go do my thing. Just chill out, y'all.
Okay. So here's my thought, guys. I could do champion challenge. And then please tell me I have it. And then I can do zone of truth.
Yeah, but he still doesn't have to say anything.
I mean, and
It-
he's telling the truth. It's just,
Yeah, it's more of like
do we just trust him to like leave?
yeah, because like as I'm doing
Like,
this, I'd
what
be like,
what is like Samuel and Sabu saying? Are they saying anything? Like, that's what I'm curious about. Because
Yeah, that's
they're like
fair.
they're
Mhm.
like his allies, you know.
Yeah,
So-
I guess Sabu, like, after this tense moment, right? Sabu would probably say something like, "Are you sure, Clement? I thought we were going to help them to accomplish their task first. You found some sort of lead on the..." And then Clement holds up his hand. "Don't say what it is." And Sabu, like,
Dang it! I wish I
frowns.
could read surface thoughts. That's a different character though.
Yeah, and Sabu kind of frowns and he says, "I thought we were allies, Clement." And Clement just kind of like holds out his hands like this and he says, "Tentative allies. And we have our own tasks."
This is Samuel talking to him, right?
This is
Sabu.
Clement. Sabu is talking to
Oh,
Clement.
Sabu. Okay, so that's what I was wondering.
He says tentative.
Yeah, and he says that and then he holds out a hand maybe to you, Ari, as you like maybe frown at that, right? And he says, "I only say that because you're pointing a crossbow at me, Ari. I'm not the one considering breaking an alliance."
Look, Clement, we're just looking for maybe some basic information about why our void dragon friend would immediately attack on sight of you.
It seems like it has something to do with the familiar I conjured.
And why would
The-
you conjure such a familiar?
For power, Ari. Is there any other reason?
Is that really all you care about? Is power?
I suppose, yes, but I'm not doing it for some sort of evil reason. I don't want to destroy the world, Ari. I just want
to control it.
I just want to take care of myself.
Insight
Is that
check.
so wrong? Yeah, you can do an insight check.
I do one too.
Oh no, I have no idea.
Can I do one?
No idea. Yes.
Dang it.
I mean, I
13
feel
doesn't
like
really
he's
tell you anything.
telling the truth even without an inside check. I just feel like he's just a shady person. Okay, Clement, we understand your familiar made X attack you, but why?
But why did he attack me? I suppose you'll have to ask the dragon that.
Well, no, he already
like huffs.
He already
Why?
answered that last time, didn't he? Because it was
Yeah.
like an evil magic.
Like, why are you messing with
So what are you
evil
asking
magic?
exactly, Raya? Just
Kind of like, how do you know so much about this other place that we were?
And why should I tell you, Raya? And he raises an eyebrow, almost like do you want to trade? Like,
I thought we were tentative allies.
I suppose if everyone puts down the weapons, then maybe we could have a conversation.
I kind of like glance to Ari and like raise my eyebrows.
I just like lower it.
And I'll put my weapon away, kind of like bring it back.
Yeah.
Put it back in.
Darius, what have you been doing during this?
Mainly scowling.
Yeah.
I don't need a weapon to kill this fool.
Yeah.
You don't.
We see Zaman in the corner, kind of like holding his head, like, oh, what happened? Like, and I think Clement says, do you know anything about other worlds, Raya?
Be a little more specific when you say other worlds.
You know about the cycles?
Yes, I thought we've been over that. We all know about the cycles.
Have you been to one? Right? Have you made the transition to the other side?
Is that what you're saying you are? As someone who's transitioning through them?
No, not exactly. You see, the majority of the time when someone crosses cycles, it has to do with resurrection magic. You know this. Darius certainly knows this. But there's another way. And I took that path.
Insight check.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I mean, that's the truth. We know that.
I know, but Raya,
certainly
that would
true,
be
yeah.
like
Raya
very
knows
like,
it, yeah.
what?
Yeah. Yeah, and he says, what's interesting about my path and the journey that I went on is with how different the cycles were from each other. You see, I come from cycle 1. I come from a place where no magic exists. And so the journey over was rather traumatic. You see, I used to be a person who believed in a god who did not answer me. I told myself a lie, felt that I could hear him on my heart, but I realize now that's not the case. It was never the case. You see, God was here all along, in cycle 374. The closer we get to oblivion, Raya, the closer we get to God. I saw something as I crossed over. I saw all of this and more. My eyes were opened. And I saw everything not as an evil to be destroyed. I've transcended categories such as that now. I see everything merely as a tool to be used. And so when I look at the devourers, the ancient creatures that Ix here fears and hates so much. I see nothing but another tool. I see nothing but another way to get closer to my God.
So he said the closer we get to oblivion, the closer we get to God? Is that what he said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I didn't hear that wrong.
No, you didn't hear that wrong.
And what God do you follow?
The God, Raya. There's only one. Capital G.
I'm like, Mickey? Like in my head, I don't say that. I'm like,
Yeah.
So what happened to your cycle?
Oh, yeah. Let's see. He says, oh, it didn't get destroyed or anything like that. No, it's still there. Just dead. Hollow. It's not a place that I would visit or will ever want to again.
How did you make the journey between cycles?
An artifact. It's
And
since been
this is-
destroyed, so I don't believe we'll be using that gate anytime soon.
And so you're looking for a new artifact.
Why would I be doing that, Darius? To get
No,
back home? It's not what I want.
Because that's what he said, that he was looking for an artifact, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He says, no, I'm looking for something here. To use here. To stay here. To be here.
Is there something that would force you out?
It might be. Certainly wouldn't want to jeopardize my station.
So you're looking to end this cycle to
No, of course.
get to
Raya.
your God?
Assumptions. Why would I want to end the cycle? When
You
I say
yourself
oblivion,
just said, you yourself just said, the more cycles that ends, the closer I can get to my God. So
and it's not
would
what
that
I said.
not
I said,
make sense?
I said the closer you are to oblivion, the closer you are to God. I did not wish for oblivion entirely. I just want to dance right up to the edge of it. And he just smiles and he says, now, that sounds bad, doesn't it? But trust me, it's not like that at all.
So
I
you
just
want to
mean...
You wish to teeter on the edge of oblivion. This cycle
We
being
already
the last
are,
cycle.
Darius. Exactly. I am teetering on the edge of oblivion, putting only myself at more risk. Anyone else? They're already here. I am not going to create a 375th cycle. I'm not going to push anyone over the edge. I am just seeking the cliff.
Can more cycles even be created?
He looks at Raya. No, they can't.
So keep looking at me like that. I don't like it.
Well, because he knows that you know
Oh,
that
yeah.
fact.
Oh, yeah. I don't say anything.
Yeah.
How can you teeter at oblivion without bringing everyone with you?
Because I'm just doing it on my own, Tevin. I wasn't the one who suggested we go to the void, after all. I just came along for the ride. It was very helpful, though. Thank you. I should be able to summon Vicar back, even though he was fried a little bit.
You hear like the scraw of Leonechka in the background.
Yeah. And yeah, the sailors who are over there are like,
you have a
everything okay?
dragon now?
Yeah, they were just really very confused.
I just want to
So
kill
what are we
him
going to do?
so
Yeah.
much.
So what are we going to do here? Are we going to fight? Are you going to let me leave? Do you want to talk some more?
Teppan
So
still Teppan still doesn't understand how he can go to the edge of oblivion without bringing everyone with him.
Basically, he was just implying he came to the 374th cycle because this is the edge of oblivion.
Oh,
You're all living
okay.
on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are
So
you at all?
technically, Darius also got closer to the edge of oblivion when he came here.
Yeah.
So I guess. Okay, so I guess then he'd ask. So your
from? I
art.
wonder.
Hmm?
I wonder what cycle this Darius was from.
Probably not one too far away from this one.
Yeah.
Because again, the farther the early smaller number you get, the less magic there is. So
Yeah.
Um,
Which is really funny because this Darius is far more magical than the other one.
So
so
I think
this. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Tep will say. So you're here at the edge of oblivion. Why do you need more?
why does someone who has a successful business want to expand their business? Why does someone with a hoard of gold want to get more gold?
Because they're afraid.
No, Darius, we're just human.
Speak for yourself.
He says to the cat person and the dwarf.
And yeah, he rolls his eyes. He rolls his eyes and he says, "I know that that term has less of a meaning here than it does where I'm from, but
Wait, what do you mean the one where you're from? What is that?
So, because
he shakes his head.
didn't Ix tell us last session that he serves the past god of death though?
Ix?
Yeah.
Ix serves the past god of death?
No, that he does.
That Clement does?
Yeah. I thought that we learned that last session. Somehow.
No. I know there was something Oh, I mean, it was just Tepin talking about Ottabai a whole bunch. I don't think you guys know anything more about that. Yeah, I don't think it came up at all. Clement certainly isn't working for Ottabai, so.
Oh.
It may have been mentioned in the conversation with me. And
I think maybe you're just thinking about the other denizens of the Void Realm, the Solar Realm, right? Because you had the demons and the Hellcats and stuff that they served Ottabai.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And they live there, but
I have another question for Clement. Darius says, if you're so keen on this cycle, then why don't you stay with us to protect it?
I am very confident, Darius, in your ability to save the world, as you put it.
Well, that's one of us.
I'm also very confident that if we continue like this, I will end up dead. Because you all seem to have it out for me. So I do think it is probably better if we part ways here. Taboo and Samuel get along with you much better than I do.
And Darius like kind of leans over to Hari and says in common, we do have a pretty bad track record for killing anybody that we hang out with, or killing anyone that we travel
he can
with.
hear that because he speaks common because he's a human.
Right.
Speak Dwarvish.
Well, I mean, like he's oh yeah, he'll probably do it in Dwarvish, and then he probably still says it like quietly and under his breath.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
just like only the shady people.
kind of say to
yes, but that's everybody.
To Clement, be like, so this artifact you're getting is helping get you closer to the cliff.
Something like that, yes.
What is the artifact?
More like it's helping me spend more time teetering at the edge. He smiles.
And it's not going to interfere with anyone else.
It shouldn't.
Who's unwilling.
No, of course not. Of course, I don't know all the details yet, so we may cross paths once again, but I'll try to keep it in mind not to interfere with you if I don't have to. And if I do, I'll mention it first. How about that, Raya? Is that a deal?
Look, Clement, I'm not out to get you. I'm just was confused by the reaction of our previously trusted Void Dragon friends.
Ix just waved. Hi.
Who we've been able to rely upon before, so obviously I wanted to figure that out
times
first.
He's tried to kill you.
Kevin's like, wait, what?
And Ix huffs and he says, things were different. Quite.
He also...
Well, if you're willing to trust Ix, then I would ask that you trust me, Raya.
Don't give us reason to not trust you.
I don't not trust you. So
For what it's worth, Raya,
Was worth all the while.
I explicitly trust you. I trust that you will be true to yourself, and I know what that trueness looks like.
well then, you know how to contact us.
I do indeed. Is
And
this
I
farewell
can,
then?
if you want it to be.
Also,
I think so.
kind of irritated that they had no rolls for Clement this whole time. I had nothing to roll on.
You can ask more
you
things.
can make a roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't know what I would.
Yeah. Don't let the opportunity pass up.
Well, I'm just trying to think, like, what would.
Ask like if he knows what cycle you came from or something.
Oh.
Yeah, you could ask more about the transition stuff, right?
Yeah.
Like,
He obviously knows more than you about this whole ordeal.
Actually, wait a second. Do you know how many cycles are dead?
how many cycles are dead?
Or how many cycles are.
Yeah. I know what you're saying. He raises an eyebrow and he says, "All of them, Darius.
He said his
All of
wasn't
them
dead.
except all of them
No,
except
his
this
is-
one."
His is dead. It's just.
Yeah, that's what he says. He says, all of them are living in a state of borrowed time. This is the only one that really has a chance.
Is there any way to get any of the other cycles from here?
He smiles.
Tell me how.
Make a
Charisma
persuasion check. Yeah.
Huh?
Persuasion check, yeah.
Yes. I'll take it.
Nice.
Whoa, 28. Okay. Yeah, and that's something that he wouldn't just like share willy-nilly, but like he would, if you're persuasive about it, he would probably share. Yeah, so I think he says, what was your question again specifically?
Tell me how.
Yeah. I think he says, I did it via an artifact, a portal called the Well of Many Worlds. I think you, Darius, I think you have the potential to be a Well of Many Worlds.
That's messed up.
There's something different about you, even past the fact that you come from a different cycle. There's something special. I think that's why the caretaker saw fit to save you. Everything's
Very
so
own
cloudy.
Harry Potter.
Yeah. He says, everything is so cloudy, but in the moment of clarity that I had when I transitioned to the other side, I saw a lot. I saw many, many things. Things that our beloved seer here, and he looks at Zaman, would die to know, would kill to discover. But a mind can only hold so much. And you'd be surprised just how much brilliance is similar to insanity. It's hard to keep it all straight sometimes. But I do remember that much. Keep trying, Darius. Keep exploring. I think you might find something interesting if you do.
Do you know which cycle I'm from?
363. I can smell it on you. He just smiles creepily again.
Okay, I wouldn't want to ask. I don't want to ask him because I don't. It doesn't matter to me as much. But how many? I'm curious how many he's been from.
Like if he's traveled to any other ones.
Darius, ask him how many other he's been to. Sounds like he's been to multiple.
Hold on, I'm gonna say in response to the number, Taria says, that would probably mean a lot more to me if I knew how to count. And
Yeah,
then he says,
he chuckles softly.
and then he says, "How many cycles have you been through, or been to?"
Yeah, he raises an eyebrow and he says, "Only 2?" The transition, Darius.
That's how you learned.
That's how I learned. And that's how I think you might as well. We're of the same stock, you and I. Bizarre. Different. I have been noticing that you've been watching me. I think we both have eyes in the back of our heads, so I think we were both aware of each other's presence the entire time. But since I will be leaving, I am perfectly okay with you asking a question or two. What exactly did you want to know? Why were you searching so diligently? I've spilled most of my guts.
I wanted to know who you are, what you are, and why you are.
Who am I? My name is Clement. I am a servant of God. What am I? The same thing as you, Darius. And then what was your last question?
Why?
Why? Why what?
Why are
Why
you
am
here?
I the way that I am?
Yeah, basically, yeah. Why are you so different? What is it about you that is so vastly different?
Transcendence, Darius.
Hipster.
And he smiles, knowing that you know that term and like it's been applied to you before. And
Trying to think if there's anything else I want to get out of him.
I think before you do that, I'm gonna make a check real quick.
You make the check out to cash.
Let's see. Trying to figure out what the role would be if he's trying to distract you guys with something so that he can cast a spell. I'm trying to figure out if he could do it with deception somehow.
Sleight of hand.
Well, he's horrible at sleight of hand and stealth.
Well, then he should
whose
definitely
fault
do it
is
that way.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like, if that's the skill that he needs, then that's what he's got to try to do.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. Could we see a way that deception could function in this instance, just because of like he's like leading you on with a conversation and then like.
Well, because if he's trying to cast a spell, he's got to do sleight of hand, especially if there's some kind of like.
Yeah,
if there's a somatic component.
Yeah,
But then it would also be like
that's my argument. If there's no systematic, then I'll give it to you. But if there is, then no.
If there's systematic, it has to include sleight of hand. But also, even if it's verbal, it'd have to be like, how would you hide that? Like,
yeah.
Caleb, I want to try 2 things.
Mm-hmm.
One, I want to memorize everything that he's wearing and everything that's on him.
Okay.
And I want like a very solid mental picture, like
make an
embedded into my brain.
Check. Make an investigation check. That's what that is. To like
investigation check.
Yeah, get a picture in your mind.
Dang.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
You blink and you take a memory.
Cool.
Full photo.
Yeah.
The other thing I want to do is something similar.
Yeah.
Putting on the hood, I want to sense his life energy and get a feel for it and memorize it so I can track him down later if I need to.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking that was going
Yeah,
to.
make a charisma check, yeah.
Charisma check?
Yeah, to basically put a tracer on him, right? Like
Okay.
put a
Well-
life energy tracer on him.
Well, I was actually I like that even more. I was just thinking like
I think Darius, what you could do, I think you have an epiphany and you think you could take a bit of your life energy and stick it on him as like a tracer, right? Like
Oh, yeah, boy, let's try it. New technique. This is anime at its finest.
mhm.
Okay.
I mean, you have the ability to manipulate life energy, so
I'm just trying to think.
That'd be so cool.
Okay. So this is just a straight roll right now, right?
mhm.
Okay. So story for advantage.
Story time.
After Raya in the other world learned that Darius had this what Darius called a demon living in him.
Mhm.
Because she had trust issues, she had a hard time trusting him for a while.
Mhm.
What eventually brought her around was Darius's willingness to lay down his life for her and for everyone else over and over again, and how much he fought to protect everyone and save everybody.
Yeah, and you're gonna lay down your life in a very different way right now. Lay down a little piece of it on his coat.
Yep. On his coat or on his like life essence.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
Roll advantage.
Okay. Charisma.
Oh no. Yeah.
That's
Okay. So 15.
Do I have any pluses to that? No, because it's just a straight charisma
it's a check. Yeah. So I think what happens is you place it on him, but he notices, and he's probably going to be able to like get rid of it, but you don't notice that he noticed. So you think that you're tracking him, but as soon as he like gets a certain distance away, he's probably going to take it off, and then you won't be able to find him again.
I think Darius still thinks to himself, I didn't realize I could do that.
Still a neat trick.
You did figure out how to do it, yeah. You're just clumsy with it.
Yeah.
Makes sense. It's your first time. So is he gonna try to do something?
Well, real quick, Ari, were you gonna say something to him?
I don't think so.
Who was it at the end there? That was like about to say something to him, or was anyone going to? Okay.
No, I was just saying like if just depends on what components the spell has for like what you're trying to do. For me.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I mean it's verbal, somatic, and material. So I'm just trying to think. I think what probably happens. What probably happens, I think, is he looks at you, Ari, and he says, "Can we have a brief conversation before I leave?"
Ari like frowns, and then she's like,
"It has to do with your items. I'm fascinated."
Fascinating items. You got me.
Whatever you have to say to me, I'm sure you can say to everybody else.
Ari, would you do this one thing for me as a favor? It's not that I am keeping anything secret exactly. I want to hurt you. I want to have a candid conversation with you about soul energy.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah.
Dang!
Crit 25.
Yeah, I think Ari's like, okay, sure. I'm curious.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
she'll
go off.
like, yeah, you guys go off a little ways, and he says, "What exactly did you do, Ari? I saw something change in the life essences of those, in the soul of those items."
Ari just
Right,
shrugs.
of course. Yeah, of course. Ari doesn't know. Yeah, he smiles and he says, "You don't know the wonders that you can do, Ari. The
I'm
rest
nobody,
of them."
Clement. I don't know what I did.
Yeah, he says, "The rest of them, they're trained, they're practiced at this, but I have a feeling that you're more powerful than any of them. I think there's some untapped potential here. You seem to intuitively grasp it like no one I've ever seen.
Ari
And you
just
dismiss it with bravado. You dismiss it with ignorance, but I don't think that's the case. Ari, you removed the presence of a very, very powerful soul.
because I'm more
from
powerful than he is.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. See, the thing is, the soul you ejected was more or less a demigod. It's very impressive.
Thank you.
Of course, you had Ix helping you. There was some sort of bond going on there. I saw that.
Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. It's weird being attuned, bonded with something that I've hated for so long.
Darius knows the feeling.
Yeah, and I think he frowns and he says, Ari, now I know this is going to sound strange and I don't want to alarm you, but would you mind if I cast a spell just to further identify, look into those items? I am just purely curious. And I am totally going to roll a deception check here.
Okay, then like deception versus
Yeah, oh wow, only 14.
Okay.
In-
Come on, Ari. Come
Insight.
on.
Oh my gosh. Okay, can I get inspiration real quick?
If you can think of something.
Yeah, no, I can actually. So I was just thinking, since like the way that you just said the cycles worked while you guys were saying that, I was like, I think just for like the small percentage of fans out there that watch Terra Nullius, out of the millions that watch, there's a small fan base that have that ship Darius and Ari. So
Of
I'd like to
course.
say in one of the cycles.
In one of the cycles, yeah, of course.
One of the
Yeah.
cycles.
Yeah.
You know, it's like before dwarves were like, it was like all humans, and
Yeah, it's far enough. It's
way
far
far
enough,
back.
Yeah, that they're basically just humans. Yeah.
Right. And that we end up together in that one cycle.
Yeah.
What cycle
I'm totally
number
down.
is that?
I don't know. Yeah, you make it up, Ari.
I don't know.
We can nickname this cycle Dari.
Dory. I don't know. It's got to be
Or
like
Arius.
Arius is a known heretic, but yeah, sure.
Oh.
because it's got to be like far enough. Like I don't know. Like I don't know.
Like cycle number 7, the Dari cycle.
I don't think it's
I'm
that.
I'm
far
thinking
Sounds
back.
like
like-
a motorcycle.
Yeah, I'm thinking like cycle 81.
Yeah.
So
Cycle
81.
81, the Dari
So what's
cycle.
awesome about Terra Nullius though is now that like if we did actually have fan base, they would have like free reign to make up so many
It's
alternate
canon.
cannons, right? Because they'd be like, well, it's just another cycle.
It's canon in cycle number 32.
Exactly.
There's
Exactly.
there's a cycle where Toity killed. It was the one who killed instead of the other way around. One where Toity gave in to the dark side completely.
There's definitely one where Toity became the god of death.
Yeah. Okay. Insight. Woohoo!
Yeah,
Nice.
Okay, yeah, he's definitely lying to you. He's doing something
Oh,
nefarious.
boom. I want to so here's what I would like to do.
Slap him hard in the face.
Okay, here's what I'd like to do. I would like to pretend like I'm taking out the beans to show him. Then I'd like to activate them and then attack him.
Okay, sure.
Like to push him away,
I
or
want to
just
put
like
I want to put the barrier around him and then just straight up kill him right now.
That's not a good idea. Oh my gosh.
Fun, good stuff.
Ari, no.
Are you
That way
still-
he can't escape.
Let's do one thing though. Let's roll initiative,
right?
because if he gets to go before you, right? Like,
Well,
he's,
he
you know,
asked her a question, and this is her response.
then you have to make a deception check of your own, Ari, or a sleight of hand or whatever, right? Like,
I'll make a sleight of hand.
Yeah.
To at least turn on the beans.
sure. Yeah, I don't
Oh,
think 11's
no.
gonna cut it. I'll roll for him, but Could be perception.
I mean, like, I feel like this is my response.
Ah!
So you know what it is. So we're gonna
He
roll
had
initiative now.
All
disadvantage.
right. I
Is
feel like he
everybody
should.
rolling
Oh
initiative?
my gosh!
There's literally
wow.
no way he's
Come
going
on,
before me.
Clement.
Is there?
Come on,
Is
buddy.
everybody rolling initiative?
No, just those
okay.
two.
Why not? Are they still within
Because
earshot of us?
Ari's gonna immediately put on the
Oh,
beans.
okay.
And
force
then you
field,
guys can't get
so,
in.
Yeah.
You guys can like go up and like surround us, but
I mean,
Okay.
but for that reason,
so
this if we're in earshot, we're going to hear this happening. So if anything, we can like skip our initiative orders if she drops the beans. That's my point.
We won't
What-
hear it
what
happening if
is-
she puts up the beans, though.
Exactly. Yeah.
We won't hear anything happening.
You won't hear
inside the
anything.
beans.
This will all happen,
Would
and
I
no one will
not
know.
see,
Well,
have
you will
eyesight
see.
on them? I'm literally
Yeah.
standing right
you'll
there.
literally
Yeah.
see that like
but again,
I'm gonna
there's
like
nothing that
Right.
you
flat
guys
out
can
attack
do
him.
in the
Right.
Okay.
So will we have to
So-
re-roll initiative if she drops the beans? And
it will not last that long. I promise. I
Okay.
promise it won't.
Okay.
I mean, there's no Clement's just gonna boom out.
Okay, so Ari, what does it take an action to do that?
yeah.
Okay, so that's your action, right? You do that.
Yeah, I say that and I'm like, really? I thought I was gonna let you go.
Yeah, and he just smiles and he says, this is always how it was going to be, Ari. And then he's gonna do a thing because it's his turn now. Let's see. How
Oh
does he
wait,
want
does
to
it take?
go
Hold on,
about
let me
this?
make. Well, but I have a bonus action.
Yeah, what can you do with the bonus action?
Okay, well let me find out. Let me see what I can do.
Yeah, and I'll see what he's gonna do.
Okay. Let's see here. So okay, let me make sure that it does actually take an action to do this. I'm pretty sure it does. It doesn't say. Oh, you can use an action to press one of. Yeah. Okay. So it uses my action. What am I gonna do with my bonus action? Oh crap. Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on him. My last spell slot.
Yeah. Okay. Sound good.
That's it.
And on his turn, he's going to cast Hold Monster on you.
Hold monster. I'm not a monster.
Monster just means any creature. It just means it can do anything except for undead. Yep.
I'm not a monster.
No, because its hold person is just humanoids. Hold monster, the term means anything.
So at this point,
It's broadening it.
would
broadening
I
it.
see that something is going on to join the initiative? Hold monster is somatic, and so is Hunter somatic. Yeah, so I would have seen them be doing stuff.
But you can't hear anything, and yeah. I mean, so the issue is like I don't feel like you guys need to roll initiative or anything. You can say that you're doing something, but like you can't get in to do anything, right? So
Unless I actually like lower the beans, then like
Yeah.
we can talk
Right.
about initiative.
Could I at least like move up to like here? Is that how far the
Sure.
beans would go?
I think it's a little bit
One back,
Yeah,
like
probably
there.
one back. Yeah. Okay, so Ari, make a wisdom save.
Oh man. Crap. Just because I know his like DC is gonna be so high. It's like a 17. There's no way I'm gonna make this.
You could still
Wait,
get lucky.
is his DC 17? I just want to know.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Well,
know
like
if
hold
I'm-
monster
I
is
just
like
want to know if I'm better than him or not. Okay.
I'll tell you after the fact. I
Okay,
don't want to
that's
argue that
fine.
right now.
Okay, that's okay. I just need to know for myself if I'm
Yeah,
better than
yeah.
him.
Okay. Can you put? Oh, you just posted the spell. Okay. 16 or be paralyzed for the duration. Oh, he's gonna freaking take my beans.
Bean
Gonna
thief.
take my beans.
He can't use them. He's not attuned to them like I am.
You
So-
gotta eat them beans, boy. You gotta eat them
What's
beans.
his plan here? He's just gonna like curse them, isn't he? Again. Okay, let's just go for it. Oh my gosh!
Oh my God!
What up? What up?
Perfect time for a crit.
Whoa.
You can't control me. I'm a strong, independent woman.
Okay, yeah, so that happens. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, you resist. He does this, right? He takes a little piece of iron and he flicks it at you, and like you like flinch, right? Because it hits you and you're supposed to be paralyzed, and then you like shrug it off, and he's standing there and his smile like goes down just to like a neutral face.
I can't remember if I have my action surge or not, because it's been like 2 sessions since we've like done this. I feel like I have.
I think we talked about it last time, and I feel like you said that you used it the time before that.
Right. Okay. I want to use all my stuff right now. I want to make this worth it, guys.
Just drop the freaking beans.
No, because I don't want him to escape. That's Ari's thing. Is she's like, you're not
I can
escaping.
do stuff like him. As in, I have hold person prepared that I can cast on him.
I have stuff I can do too,
but you wouldn't know that.
No, I just don't want. Ari just doesn't want him to escape, and she knows that he's probably pretty weak right now because like he doesn't have a whole lot of HP.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's just like what it is. Okay, let's do. Okay. Sorry, I'm just like thinking. What's gonna do like the most damage here? I already did Hunter's Mark. What else can I do as a bonus action? Okay. Sorry. Okay, I guess let's just go for it. Let's just do silence. Gonna hit him with my arrow. 29. I'm assuming that hits. / roll 1d6 for Hunter's Mark. 16. And then roll silence again.
Mm-hmm.
What?
That's it. Did I kill him?
I don't know. Look at the map. What do you think?
What?
Oh yeah!
How come she gets?
So you just shoot him in the face with silence.
I'm just like banging on the bean wall. Like, what is happening?
Yeah. Yep. He just goes down in blood, and spray of blood.
I keep the thing up because I don't want anybody to heal him. Make him make death saves.
Yeah. I mean that's the thing, right?
Yeah. Shooting him until it's, and then you'll really kill him.
Yeah.
Just shoot him two more times.
Just stab him. Don't waste the ammo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Sabu and Samuel are going like, "What the heck are you doing?" Like they're just screaming at you.
And I'm just kind of like, we can't get in there. There's nothing we can do.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know if Ari would like
just like cold-bloodedly murder him. Yeah.
Right. I don't know if she would do that. But at the same time, she wants this dude dead. She does not want anybody to kill him.
If the beans go down, Sabu's gonna heal him because that's what he already did in the void.
Well, it's his turn next, and he makes a death save no matter what. And technically, he could get a 20. So,
or he could get a 10.
Nope. So 1 success.
That's the thing. If you don't take him out, he might not die.
I know. I could just like end it right now.
If you stab him, it's 2 death saves. If you shoot him, it's only 1 death save. So if you want to just shoot him and just take off 1 death save, you can.
Well, but I'd shoot him twice.
Well, there's your option. You could also stab him twice and just outright kill him. Or slash him twice, whatever.
I just don't know if Ari would do that, but like...
You could just stand there and watch it bleed out.
He might not, though.
I'm going to watch...
I feel like that might be what Ari does, right?
Yeah, I'm going to watch.
Yeah,
I'm going to watch.
And see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so his next save. Another success.
Man, why is he saving all these things?
And
If
his
you
next
don't
save,
want him to, you can just stab him.
He
he
makes all of them.
stabilizes. Yep.
You can
So
go up and stab him.
You still can, but it seems like he's obviously unconscious and stuff, but it looks like the bolts like plugged the wounds enough that it's not bleeding anymore. Like it's holding it in. And you probably wait there for an uncomfortable amount of time, just like watching him still shallowly breathing, and he's not dying.
I don't know if Ari would actually kill him.
Yeah, it
hasn't stalked you before. Well, no, that was different though.
But
I guess.
but it's different when we're all doing it, but now it's just her.
You can.
It's better when all of us do it, kill people.
I'm okay if we were killing together.
Ari's a true.
This feels like it's I'm too responsible for this. I like to have the Nuremberg defense.
Because Ari, right, she strives to try to be a good person.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially now she is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, ever since she's been with Miggy, she's been trying.
I mean, you could just leave him here, right? You could just be like, take down the beans and be like, Sabu, you just leave him, and he might heal him, but you just be like, leave him, like.
Yeah, I feel like that's what Ari would do, unfortunately.
And then have her explain he attacked.
Okay, so
he tried to.
Your initiative
items.
Was
so
10. Real quick, I'm gonna roll an initiative for Sabu just to see if he gets higher than a 10. If he does, then he heals him before you can convince him otherwise.
Can I just put up a thing to Sabu while I'm in there? Just don't.
Yeah, make a persuasion check.
Oh God, my persuasion checks.
What else?
Everyone moved up. I probably moved up too.
Okay, well, wait. Would I be able to give her advantage by going let her talk for a second? She wouldn't do this without reason.
Yeah.
Okay, you have advantage.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Nope.
Well, that was about what I expected.
But it's just so gratifying to see it still happening.
That's about what I expected.
It just doesn't make sense.
So hold on, if I hold up my hand and I see Sabu shaking his head.
I mean, he just does nothing, and he waits for you to.
I mean, the beans how long can the beans stay up?
1 minute.
Yeah,
so it's probably
It's been about time anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you drop it and he heals him. That's.
Well, hold on, have him roll initiative again. Let me try.
What are you gonna do though? Are you gonna attack him? Are you gonna tackle him? Otherwise,
Well, she could attack him.
Well, I wouldn't attack Sabu. I mean, what I'd do is I'd probably just hold my cross. Oh, he got higher than
he has
10.
No, because you have a 10.2 because you have 20 dexterity, so you win that tie.
Okay, so what I do is I would just hold my crossbow, not to Sabu, but back to Clement and be like, "You want to waste a spell?"
And he's raising his hands to do it. He's like, "Ari, what is wrong with you?"
What's wrong with him? He just tried to. He is deceived.
Tried to what? He didn't try to attack you. I was watching the entire time.
He tried to do something to her, though. Did you not see his hands?
Well, then let's let him explain, or Ari explain.
So what did I gather?
I'm not going to let you kill my ally.
What did I gather with my insight check? I know that he's lying, but did I gather what he was trying to do?
Make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Can she have advantage because she just got Clement just got
matter.
done saying that? Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter either way. Yeah, I don't think you can tell. It was kind of esoteric what he was planning on.
All I know is he was lying to me about why he wanted to see my magic items that I just cleansed. He's been lying to all of us, and we're really going to let him just roam around because he's coincidentally because he says he's not going to interfere with us.
I want to hear it from his lips, Ari.
Why? He's had too much. He's had plenty of time to talk, and he's done nothing but deceive us.
So you're just going to murder him?
Why not? I've done it plenty of other times.
He looks at you and he frowns. He says, "You're a better person than that, Ari."
Am I?
Yes.
You know what? I might be, and that's why I didn't just cold-bloodedly murder him. But that's also why I'm not going to let him just get back up.
So what? You're just going to leave him here to bleed out and die? Be attacked by some wild monster?
Out of character, Jordan says.
Does
why
that...
don't-
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Out of character, Jordan says, why don't we just tie him up? And then...
Because, I mean,
what,
something
take
could
him with?
still...
No, and then like have like a questioning session of, okay, bro, what were you about to do? Any funny business? And we got a problem.
I see what you're saying. Well, real quick, sorry, what was the last thing you said, Ari? Because there was something I was going to say in response to it. It was...
I was just like, well, I'm a better person for not just like cold-bloodedly murdering him, but I'm also, you know, just because I don't want him to like help destroy the world, that doesn't mean I'm a bad person.
Doesn't mean you're not gonna let him get back up.
Right.
Oh, there you go. Doesn't mean I'm gonna let him.
Well, she said specifically, but for the same reason, she's not going to let him get back up.
I just kind of, during this, turn to Samuel and Cebu and go, look, he's stable right now, if you can't tell by looking at him. Why don't we take this opportunity to be a little open about what you guys were getting in the first place?
Make a persuasion check.
And of course, this is not even on my goals list right now.
Neither was killing Clement. That wasn't on my goals list.
I always do this. Okay, persuasion.
Could I pipe in maybe with something?
Oh, it's fine. It's not gonna work.
Too late. Yeah. Yeah. Cebu says, now, when you're holding a crossbow to my ally, absolutely not. I thought you were better than this, Raya.
Cebu, I'm not doing anything. I'm trying to figure out information to make it clear to Ari why we're okay with letting him go get this artifact.
Well, I need to be clear. I need to have Ari be clear with us about what happened.
She just said he was trying to do something, lying.
Trying to do something? What does that even mean?
I watched him trying to cast a spell, Cebu.
What did he ask you? What did he say?
He just asked me if he could see my magic items because I don't remember. What did he say? He wanted to see my magic items because
he wanted to cast a spell to give you.
He wanted to cast a spell because
to help cleanse things or something.
No. To basically learn more about the magic items.
He said he was curious about my magic items and he wanted to cast a spell on them.
Oh yeah. He threw something at you.
Yeah.
But that was only after the fact. So the order of operations here, right, was Ari. He asked Ari, "Hey, can I cast this spell? Like I'm telling you in advance, I'm going to cast this spell, and to look at your magic items." He was lying. Ari knew he was lying, and so she pretended to do it, grabbed out the beans, activated them, and then
right.
I don't know that. I'm just saying what I know is I'm like I saw him trying to cast a spell at her.
Ari? What do you say exactly?
Yeah, I say he asked to see my magic items so he could cast a spell on them because he was curious, and I knew he was lying.
How did you know, Ari? That sounds exactly like something Clement would do.
Cebu, have I lied to you?
I don't know. Have you?
I'm not a liar.
I'm pretty sure she's the only one who's told you the truth the whole time.
Yep.
And me saying that, not meaning to lie, but she's the only one who's been completely open.
Yeah, he's just frowning.
Samuel, say something.
Yeah, and he just shakes his head. Don't do it, Ari. We need him.
If we needed him so much, then why didn't you try to get him to stay? What is this thing that you need so badly? What does Faustino need?
Yeah, Darius.
Would Ari say that she felt like she was in danger? From like she was in danger of Clement?
I mean, I was obviously threatened.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing. Clement technically did not ever initiate violence towards her.
Right.
She just assumed that he would.
I didn't assume that he would do violence towards me. I assumed that he was going to do something to my magic items that would either corrupt them or like turn them against me somehow, or like do something bad to them, basically, which would inflict some kind of harm to me in return somehow.
So Ari, if you want to, you can make a persuasion check on Samuel to get him to tell you.
These always go so well.
The ladies trying to persuade their beaux.
And look, it even rubbed off on me. I can do nothing. I tried to stand up for you as hard as I could, and I just failed.
I need to speak up at some point, but I'm trying to think of what I would say.
I mean, can I just like add to that? Be like, Samuel, you know I'm not a liar.
Yeah, persuasion.
Calling you a truther.
I ain't calling you a truther.
Oh no.
Yeah, 13's not good enough.
Nothing's ever good enough for Ari.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I think Sabu says, I'm going to heal him now.
I think at this point Tepin will stay. Okay, wait 1 second. Could you at least agree? Something is obviously up here. Darius has had suspicions. I've had my own suspicions.
Of course, there's something going on, Tepin, and I'm going to get the answers.
And could you at least have us restrain him? Not anything to hurt him. Just restrain him so we can figure out what's going on.
Make a persuasion check.
Thank you. I have the plus 15. I would love to make a persuasion check.
I still want you to make it with advantage, and that's why.
Still only got a 19.
Yeah, you got rolled a 4. Wow.
Yeah, that's
19's not bad though.
Yeah, he frowns again. He says, "Fine."
I will.
Yeah, so you guys tie him up.
Yeah.
And Sabu heals him.
I would. I kind of want to mediate this just because I'm the one with persuasion. I don't know what to do right now.
Okay, well, that didn't work.
Man.
Alyssa.
Yeah.
I found a thing, and I just want to see if I can send this to you.
Okay.
Because...
Wow.
Yeah, what do you guys do? I mean, he's...
Okay, I kind of want to be there. Because like I've been quite trying to... Okay, so...
Ari's gonna stand off like towards like the back, just like with her hands folded.
Yeah.
Like, because she's like, oh, she knows if she gets like...
Who's doing the interrogation exactly?
I want to be there. I want to be this. Like, look, you guys are all fighting.
It's probably you and Sabu.
You guys are all fighting. Like, just calm down. Okay, I'm gonna kind of get down.
I would like to purposely stand far away from Samuel to show how mad I am.
Yeah, I would have stand with Ari.
Yeah.
I'm going to haunch. I'm gonna kind of get down on my haunches, kind of crouch down, and kind of like wait till he's kind of like seeming like he's conscious and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
So after
he comes to,
he's like, "Are you awake?"
Unfortunately, yes.
Look, I do not know what you did, but you seem to have pissed off a lot of people right now. So it's best we have some honesty and some it's best we have some transparency right now.
Mm-hmm.
Should Darius cast the thing?
Actually,
you can cast Zone of Truth. It's just that like
you can still just be like, I'm not going to answer that.
Yeah, it's
also but can make the save against it if he wants.
Well, would Darius say something about that? I guess my question.
I think Darius would like before he wakes up, or like while he's still waking up, he probably would pull Tepin aside and say, would mention something about it.
Wait, if Sammy's okay with that?
Well, yeah, we could like.
Zone of truth.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, yeah.
It's like I should turn to Sammy like, is there any harm in casting a zone of truth?
It would have been probably, but Cebu is the one doing most of the talking.
Cebu.
But
Yeah.
Is there any? I see no harm in casting a zone of truth. Okay, do it.
Okay. Boop. Do.
is a save involved here?
Yeah.
Charisma save.
Charisma save?
Until the spell ends, a creature that enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Wait, what, Jordan? Does this say $35?
Yes.
Oh,
Wait, for what?
a flight?
A flight.
A round trip flight to Kansas to Fresno? What?
What the
My
heck?
roommate got a round trip for $37 to Miami.
Okay, I'm sorry. I just was like, okay,
I
keep
know.
going.
Yeah, that's why I sent it to you.
Yeah, so I say so I would have said that then, I don't know what you did, but you've seen everybody very angry. It's probably about time we have some transparency here.
So he made the save.
Unless he had disadvantage, which he didn't.
So basically he can't lie.
Well, he made the save.
Yeah, so he can lie.
Yeah.
But it says whether each creature succeeds.
That's an effective. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know he basically he can still lie.
Okay.
So you tried it, but he can still lie.
He's too powerful.
Okay.
But he also could have chosen to fail it. So,
Mhm.
And yet he did not.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I might just point out. I might just point out to everybody that he purposely chose to avoid the zone of truth.
Of course he would. Alright.
Wait, he can. Where does it say he can choose to fail it?
There's a part that say you can.
It doesn't say that at all.
I thought I had seen that.
I know there are other spells like that.
Is it just something you can do?
Yeah, I thought it was just something you could do.
No, not normally.
Wait. Can you choose to fail a saving throw?
Let me make sure that.
No, because there are other spells that make abundantly clear that you can choose to fail the save.
Yeah, okay, you can.
This is the same.
Nope. No rule lets you opt to fail a save. As a DM, this person says, as DM, I might allow it, assuming you aren't incapacitated or dominated.
Okay.
Yeah, I wonder which one
Yeah.
I was thinking
So
of.
it's not that he was trying to intentionally do it.
Yeah.
That's just the way it works. Yeah.
He could have done it unintentionally, even.
Yeah, he had to make the save and go by what the results were.
Yeah.
He couldn't choose to fail it. Yeah, because it says on other spells that you could choose to fail the save, which means that normally you can't. Yeah, so what was the first question?
It's I sort of saying it's best we have some transparency.
Yeah.
What did you? Okay. How do I word this question?
Like, what were your intentions?
What were you trying to do to my magic items?
What were you really trying to do with Ari's magic items?
He just doesn't answer. He just looks at you. And then Cebu says, Clement, I think we have to. And Clement looks at him and kind of raises an eyebrow. And jeopardize everything? No, of course not.
I kind of look at Cebu and go, like,
you keep it secret from me?
Yeah, Cebu's like, I don't understand, Clement. Why does this need to still be a secret? And then Clement says, because I found it, Cebu. And Cebu's eyes widen. What do you mean you found it? And Clement just looks at Ari. Cebu looks at Ari. Samuel looks at Ari.
Found what?
Clement shrugs and says, you can tell them if you want. I think it's stupid, though.
You're stupid.
Yeah, so Cebu and Samuel kind of look at each other.
Sounds like
And
I'm
then-
not the one hiding things.
Yeah. Girls are glaring at the boys.
Yeah. Samuel and Cebu
Like
kinda
really, you're like Ari's just like, really, you're distrusting me when right now you're the one keeping secrets.
I say we kill them both.
And Raya's
Oh, that's
just
not
like,
gonna happen.
Well,
Wait a second. They're in the zone of truth too, aren't they?
Cebu is, yeah.
Darius
50
could have chosen where the radius
that's
was.
true.
So
I
wherever
think
it
it's
is,
just assumed that it's just
It's just him.
Clement.
Okay.
Yeah. Doesn't really make any sense otherwise.
Okay, so what is it?
I mean, yes, Samuel and Cebu look at each other and then like they're just like really confused and like unsure. So they just kind of stare at each other for a second. Someone else probably will say something before they stop.
Yeah, give me a second. I was like, I'll just probably look at him like, look, I haven't known these two probably nearly as long as you have, but I have no hesitations in saying that they will. What was I trying to say? I may not have known these people for very long, beings for very long, but I have no doubts that they will not stop to take him out if you don't tell them. So just like tell him, or like, is it?
Yeah,
Do you want to keep
Samuel
the
and-
Do you want to keep your secrets, or do you want to keep your ally, or friend, or whatever?
And this is the thing, right? Like the more that comment just really rubs them the wrong way. They look at each other and frown deeply. And I think Cebu looks at you, Teppan, and then just says, "I think we might be done here." And then he like Cebu and Samuel like
hold on. Could Teppan
Cebu's-
make a check at that point?
Yeah, because I was trying to say, like, look, I'm like saying like they're not gonna stop at this essentially.
I mean, that's like an intimidation check. So
I'm not because I'm not threatening them. I'm not saying like, look, they're not gonna give up on this. Essentially, what I'm saying.
You basically just told them they're going to murder your friend if you don't tell them this.
yeah.
That's what you just told them.
I mean,
that's
it's
an intimidation
true.
check.
It is true.
Yeah, I mean, make an intimidation check. Even whether or not you meant it to be, that's an intimidation check.
How's your
What?
how is your intimidation?
This +5. It's not bad. I was thinking like I still have a lot of backstory to get through with Teppan, so I should do something just because I'm not getting a lot of opportunities. What haven't I said?
My heart is like racing right now.
Like Raya's very close to
I was
just
really
having
hoping-
like angry tears like run down her face and
Yeah.
like just like leaving.
I think
I was really hoping that Clement could get away with that. I was really hoping he could.
I think what Teppan's gonna kind of think back to is a time where he was. Oh no, it's a problem. I haven't written down what I've told about Teppan, so I don't know what all I don't know if I'm essentially retelling a story. Because I talked about one time where he back talked to his dad, right?
Mm-hmm.
Didn't I tell that like a few weeks ago? Did I?
About his dad?
Didn't I talk about a story where like he did something and his dad essentially embarrassed him, and then he took it out on someone else? Yeah, I think I told something like that.
Mhm, yeah.
I think it's not that. Maybe like it happened a little later. He's gotten a little more. Well, I'm trying to think of something similar that's happened that would inspire something like this. Maybe actually, you know what? He thinks of a time back where he saw kind of the strength of his dad, where something like this actually happened, where they were dealing with some other tribe, and this other tribe was like doing something that it wasn't doing, that his dad, the leader of their tribe, didn't like. He's like, look, cut it out or we're taking it out on you. And his Teppan was like, oh yeah, whatever. He's not actually going to do anything. And then like a few weeks later, because the tribe was like maybe like stealing some of the stuff, they went out and like took out a tribe. And he was like, oh dang, like he was serious. He meant when he was talking about it. So he's like thinking about this time. He's like, I've seen things like this happen before. I've seen what happens when blood becomes cold between people. It's like it gets ugly. And yeah.
Cool. Yeah, that seems applicable.
Yeah. So with advantage, intimidation? 21.
Okay, I mean, it still rubs them the wrong way. Goodness. Still rubs them the wrong way, but I guess like they grit their teeth, and Cebu looks at Clement and then says, "You should probably tell them. It will make more sense coming from you. We don't need you dead, Clement. We can still figure this out." And Clement just kind of rolls his eyes. He says, "You care far too much about them. You do know that." And he says, "Ari, would you get out the beans for us?"
No.
All right, I just thought an object lesson might work best here.
I don't trust you anymore. You ruined any chance.
Ari, you never trusted me. Please don't make me laugh. None of you ever trusted me.
You've given us the
And
reason.
why is that?
I have never once interfered with any of you. Except for today, Ari.
And
Because
why?
This is too important.
What
Do you know what you're holding in that bag?
Beans, Tuhunapu, Earth's
They're
eyes.
good for your heart.
Beans, the magical fruit. No, so
The more you eat, the
beans, the Earth's eyes. I put them in a hand one time. They made us small. Like
he smiles and he says, "Samuel and Cebu and I investigated the ruins of what's her face, Arendira's palace. We found something interesting. A tree that had the most delectable fruit. You see, but the tree was a fake. It wasn't the real thing. A copy, an imitation of something long lost. But the real thing is out there. And I know where it is."
the beans make the tree.
The beans that you carry are the seeds
I knew
for the
it.
tree of life. And on that note, let's take our first break.
Wow.
This is Terra Nullius brought to you by
Stick
the
around.
number 2.
Stick around. We'll be right back for more Terra Nullius right after this.
Ari and the Beanstalk. Ari and the Beanstalk.